see on that 3 front control consoles in the ship. I really researched the colors on here a lot for each of these controls. I think they're pretty close to the show. I think the instructions were also fantastic. I mean, it was really, really researched. There we have the center one. And the left side is pretty much the same as the right. This front viewport area had to be modified. There's a thin plastic shelf on here. That way it would cover up the light seepage. When you look down through the top viewport, you could see light coming, shining through in this area right here. This had to be extended, the wall beam, towards the inside of the upper hull. Also, there was a light leakage problem there. And this had to be added on the top wall beam just on either side of the front control area because of the difference in how the ceiling sits throughout the rest of the ship. This is the ceiling plate that goes over the top or the front viewport area. It's up higher. If it was low like the other ones, it would have actually been in the way of the viewport. Okay, with the freezing tube areas, the freezing tubes, actually the bottom is lit up. Same with anything on the floor. The elevator, and also there is light coming through that ladder well. I'm going to open this thing up and show you how that was done on the inside. What I had to do here was just bore holes in the bases of each freezing tube, and it's covered with just Scotch tape, the transparent tape that would sort of diffuse the light. There's the elevator. The elevator I think came out real nice. I just used some aluminum rod and just bent it. I made it my own kind of template for that thing. I have the thin one in the middle, like it is on the show. Okay, there's the elevator podium and cage. There's my extra step and simulated well going to the lower level. That's actually part of that subfloor thing. You'll see it when I take it off. Those ladder rungs probably all broke off at least 2 times. I had to do some things here, like cut this wall. It was one piece because it didn't follow the pattern on the floor too well. So I had to do some fillers and sanding down here and there to get it to all work out. I have the inertial guidance system ball, pretty much how it is on the show, with the general alarm, etc. Except the thing is, this area below the vector reels, this is the atomic clock, I believe, and this actually, they didn't have this version of the general alarm sign and that atomic clock at the same time. All the wall beams, the pink that you're seeing on all the wall beams, by the way, is the actual product called light sheet that lights up those wall beams, and when it's not powered, it is a pink color. The light sheet strips were made and custom made for these wall beams. They're super glued onto the wall beams, and what I did here, the leads, if you could see, the leads come through. It's really hard to see. There's small holes, 2 small holes where each wall beam meets the ring, and the leads go through those holes, and then the wires were then soldered and looped around, and it was definitely a pain. I have 3 different light sources, okay? 3 different power sources. 2 AA's that power a single krypton bulb, flashlight bulb that was modified, that is mounted underneath that floor, and I'm going to lift the whole thing up and show that to you. Okay, and that illuminates all the tubes, the elevator, the ladder well, and the landing gear wells. So the inside is sprayed chrome as well, and I'll show that to you because it's real bright in there. This 9-volt source goes to this light drive module. The light drive module powers the wall beams, the light sheet on the wall beams, and also that what do you want to call it? Airlock hatch light too. The other 9-volt source operates the fusion core, the dome light, and the sound chip. Here is the entire upper floor raised off of the subfloor. That is the single source that powers those freezing tubes, landing gear well, and all those other light sources. That's just a modified flashlight. Okay, now we could really see what's going on in here. Okay, upper floor removed. There's all the holes for each freezing tube. While I'm on the electronics here, we'll take this cap off. It's just made out of plastic, sprayed chrome. This lighting circuit's real nice. It's made by a company called Northwest PCB Graphics. It wasn't cheap. It was $250, but it is a nice unit. Okay. The fusion core lights, there's 8 on at a time, which is accurate to the show. In this circuit board also you'll find the chip for the sound, and it gives you the option to have the sound play continuously, to have it off, or just play when you're first powering the whole thing up. This was definitely an interesting model. I haven't built a model in a long time, and I think I'm going to take a break because it took so long to do this. And it was really a lot of fun just doing all the improvising and researching colors and things like that, because I really do have a passion for this ship since I was a kid. I just think it's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I finally got what I've always wanted. I got a lit up Jupiter 2. It's just too bad it wouldn't fly and the landing gear wouldn't go up. But who knows what next year will bring. Lunar Models did a great job with this ship. It's really, really detailed.